Hello everybody, this is part 5, and of course the sun came in yesterday and everything, and I left it with, I was just going through to see what else I could add, and I found this in my stash, which I wanted to add it to it because I just think it's absolutely adorable. So I just made a pocket out of here. I didn't put it straight across because it wasn't that width, so I literally just cut it down the middle and then made sure my two sides were the same here. Okay, so because I've added the double pocket in the other one, I haven't got a big pocket in this one, so that's all I've done. I haven't stitched it yet, which I'm going to go around and stitch the top of this one to keep it in nicely. Okay, I don't need to stitch down there because once that's in the journal, you can't see that edge anyway. Okay, so I'm going to do that next. Then I went to a car boot this morning, and you know, I wasn't happy with the material that I had in, you know, with the pockets. I took them out, didn't I? Because it just, I don't know what it was, it just didn't go. I think it was too pinky or too purpley, and you know, you've got reds and pinks here, but the purple just I don't know, it threw another colour in and I didn't like it. I would prefer to go with my reds, pinks and this colour through the journal, to be honest. Which, you know, this tone is okay, goes with everything else, it's fine. Anyway, when I was at the car boot, I found this cushion cover and it's beautiful. So I think this is going to be my cover. I will most probably have that as my cover because I don't want it too busy, because I might want to stitch things on the front of here. So I want a plainish background, and then I thought with this I could use that as the fabric instead. Yeah, because I couldn't stitch over that because of these, but these will make nice little pockets, definitely. And it's all been sort of, you know, it's like hand stitched. And I think that will work lovely, the bits that are left over for the journal. So that's what I've done there. I mean, I got 2 of these for 50p. Ideal. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to make my cover out of. That's decided for me. See, I knew I was supposed to go to the car boot today. So anyway, I'll get on with sewing in that pocket, which wasn't that one, was it? It was the other one. And then get back to you once that's done. And I did decide to sew down both sides there, okay, because I just felt as though it would give it a bit of support just in case the glue starts to lift up. So that's that done. But what I am going to do on this bit is just dull down that stitching, because I find it's a little bit light. So just gently over it, a bit of tea stain, which is that one. To blend that in a bit. There we go. That's all that's needed there. And that goes in there. Okay, so we are getting on quite nicely with this one so far. Yeah, this will be decorated down here with something. I'm trying to find some net actually, because I quite fancy a bit of net. I think that's when I found that other piece. Yeah, quite like that. This will be in the middle though. So that's it. Yeah, I like that pocket there, and that's nice. Okay, this one's got it crooked for some reason. Let's straighten that now. Yeah. Have that there. Okay. That's that one done. And this one again, it's getting quite squidgy. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, lovely. So what to do next? I think I was gonna put some pockets on here, I think. So I think I'll do the a 2 tag pocket on this one. All right, so I'm going to back the whole inside with paper, and then I will stitch down here, and then we've got 2 pockets going out that way. I think that's what I'll do with that one, and I'll most probably do exactly the same with the other one as well. So let's get that there. I don't lose my place. Yeah. So I'm going to cut a piece of paper, same size as this, okay? And I'm going to make me pocket, which I'll just show you in a minute. Right, I'm going to use this, okay? But I'm going to go over so that I get the top of that mannequin in. It's a bit like that, okay? Right. Oh, yeah, yes, you're going to have, you know, this left over, but this would be a very nice thing to cut around, okay, and put on the side of a page somewhere, okay, either for a tuck spot or just decoration. So that's how I'm going to utilize that piece there. All right. Right, as you know, that was the layout that I originally had. So I cut my piece of paper out. Okay, and I've decided, because I've already got a side tuck going that way and 2 going there already, I thought I might do one coming out this way. Okay, so I'm not going to do a double tuck spot there. And also, I thought I would turn that on the inside. Okay, and then use this after it's stitched on, okay, that way. All right, so it'll go in like that, so look like that. Then cutting this out of here, and for that to go up on that side of the page there. Okay, that's what I feel that works for me. Yeah, I like that. So I'll go ahead and just stitch around there and there. Leave these 2 sides open because that's going to be the tuck pocket. Yeah, and then, you know, it can have a nice journaling card in there with some lace hanging out the side, which I think will look quite nice there. So I'm going to do that with that one, and I'm also going to do a different one with the other one like this. Okay, so that'll be 2 done. So now I've cut that piece out from what was left over here, and I think it'll look nice up there for, you know, for a change. It also would fit here, you know, but this needs a little bit more substance, so I will back that and then cut it again, because when I was doing it, I didn't realise how flimsy it was, and to be honest, it'll just tear and things like that. So I'm going to back that in a bit of tea stain thin card, very thin. All right, and then it's going to go up there, and then that'll be a bit of a tuck up there, which I think could look quite nice. That's all backed, and I'm just going to ink around the edges, and I think I'm going to sew this one in, considering it's a sewing journal. But like I say, if you didn't, then you just stick that down there. But I'm going to sew, well, I'm going to stick it first, and then I'll add some stitches to that. I know I've already sewn there, but I actually don't mind that. So just get over that stitching now. Just leave that dry, and then I'll stitch it in. That's it, finished. So again, I just stitched along here. Okay, and now that's a tuck spot, so I'll just try that out a minute. It should be okay. I haven't done anything to these yet, but there we go, and we have a tuck spot. Lovely. Right, I've decided that I'm going to put a large pocket in here. So what I've done, I've just cut one of the journaling pages down. And I'm going to sew in this pocket. What I've done here though, because, you know, it's quite a flimsy paper, isn't it? And I don't like it ripping. So all I do is I just reinforce the edge of it. Because then I find that, usually I fold it over, but I wanted this tape here. So, because I quite like that. Like so. So I'm going to just glue it down a bit in place and then I will sew it. And then, yeah, I might have some, I'm not sure, I've just thought about a bit of lace. Sew a bit of lace to that pocket there. Yes, I will. Okay, so I'm going to stitch a bit of lace in there as well. Just very fine lace though, because it's not too weighty. Because I think that would look nice. There, and then we've got a pocket for anything large really. I usually do a couple in my journal, so I will stick that down first. So let's trim that off. Better. And I'll stick that down. Very little, very fine bead though, because I'm going to stitch it. So, but if you wasn't, then you know you would do it how you normally would do it. Quite a bit more glue than that. Drop down a little bit. There we go. Let's take that out and then stitch around that. Yep, that's that finished. So all that is just sewed round, and you've got a nice deep pocket there for some goodies. That's that. And then on this side, I was going to put that strip there. Okay, that was just over the flip over there. So I've added a bit of lace to that, and now I'm going to just reinforce that by gluing that down, which I use the other glue for that. So I hope I'm in frame there. I couldn't do a video yesterday, so because I went out yesterday and I did have a little drink, and it does go straight to my head, I must admit, because I don't go out very often. And so today I find myself getting really hot and bothered, and my glasses have been steaming up, and I haven't been able to see because I just can't see when my glasses are all steamed up. So it's there, and I think I will put most probably another tiny bit of lace on there as well, just to cover that break up. I would go the other way, facing this. Lace isn't all that straight actually. I fancy something like that. Yes, I do. So I've gone quiet now. Yeah, definitely feeling a bit jaded today. Usually when I go out and then the next day everything goes wrong as well. Oh. It's the same I used to, you know, be able to tolerate drink, but not now. No, not very good. That's it. And then you have, you know, and actually it's quite nice if you had some really, really fine pearls going down there, would look nice. But mine are a bit big, but I might be able to find something that might look nice there actually for a different texture. So I will go and find some. I think they'll be all right myself. I usually put these on with hot glue though, but I will try with Fab-O-Tac. See what that's like, and if not, I'll peel them off and do it with hot glue, because I do normally do this sort of thing with hot glue. Wish they'd make them like this but flat. I think that would be very nice for us crafters. I know they do flat back gems and things like this, but just these pearls, but flat, and then I think that would look quite nice. All right, what's next then? Oh yeah, here I was gonna, left myself a little note because I fancy having a sort of a tag that goes in here and then flips over, because this is, you know, it's quite plain here. So I think that'll look nice with a bit of, most probably, some images that I'm going to print out on some tissue paper and decoupage. And I think to bring that over here, that could look quite nice. So that's that. I haven't stuck that in anywhere yet because I'm not sure about that. Here, I think I want to do like some kind of flip out and then have a pocket underneath. I think that will look nice there. I'm going to put that in there to remind me, because I've just thought of that. Where are we? I'm going to put my acetate in a minute. Oh yes, and do this middle, the center page. I found this little doily and I thought that would look nice stitched down here, so we've got a bit of a pocket going on in the center there. Yep, so again, use my Fab-O-Tac for this and just glue it down a little bit and then stitch it. Making sure it's the right way around. And the same this side. Yeah, that's all stitched now, so we've got a bit of a pocket going on here, and I found this sort of ribbon basically, and I thought that would look nice perhaps, yeah, down the bottom there, okay, to cover that raw edge over. Yeah, so let's get a bit of glue and stick that down. And that can go in the middle, back in the middle, into there. So just making sure when we fold, there's no, which I might go along there and just put a little bit of glue at the top there. Okay, just there, because I notice it just puckered open a little bit. Okay, so that is the centre of the signature done there, because I'm going to have little bits coming through with dangles on those ones. Okay, so I was going to look through now to see, because it's getting near sewing it in really. I would have liked to have done a bit of stamping before I sew it in, to be honest, you know, in some areas. So I might do that now, because we are getting very close to sewing it in. Here I'm going to do one of my zip pockets, which when I come to that, well, actually, I can link the video for that below, Okay, because that is going to go in my front page, and because I like them. So, but there's a tutorial I've already done on that, so I won't do that again, because that's going to be my first page. Yeah, we need some, definitely need some stamping. Looking at this, yeah, and we need a couple of flips going over. Yeah, I've got that one there, but I want one going up that way, which I think that's going to go there. All right, and I might actually do about 3 or 4 pages and then sew it along there, so you've got a little bit of extra journaling space if need be. Right, so I just cut the paper to size, a few line pages there, and I stitched at the top. And now I'm going to cover up that with some little Rosette Trim, if I can find it, that is. Here we go. I get this from the range. I'm going to say I'm in the UK. It has got sticky tape on the back, but I don't rely on that at all. So, and I think that'll look nice up there. So I still use glue. There we go. Nice. I might put some of them on there. Leave that on there for now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting quite full now. It's getting quite full now already, really. Because we've got tags and everything to go in yet. Right, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go and do that pocket there. Yeah, and then I'll link the video below for that. Oh, I'm going to round the corners on these, definitely. Okay, yeah, and that's quite weighty, that bit, so that will hold that down. That's quite good, yeah. Because sometimes if it's a little bit flimsy, it's best to put a bit of trim at the bottom, and then that seems to keep the page down a little bit more. Getting in a bit of a mess today here. Right, so that's that. What I did find, which I thought was, you know, the pattern that we was using earlier on different things, I think I'm going to make some tags out of this later on, so I shall write that on my note. Tags. Okay, so we can, I think they'll make some nice backgrounds for some tags. That's a little bit too modern, so, but this is all right. I think that'll look quite nice. So that's another thing for another day. But it's just give me an idea as I was searching through things. And I was going to put some words on here, I think. Nice word coming down there would be nice. Oh, that's nice. A good friend is like a warm quilt wrapped around the heart. Yeah, that's got to be done, hasn't it? I'm missing my tissue paper. I must go and do some. I haven't done it yet, and I must go and sort of just organise the printout as well that you can all have, so you can say have a go at your printing onto tissue paper. Like I say, it's nice if you've got napkins with things we're sewing on, but I know I haven't got anything, so I've got to make my own. I'm going to do the one going down there, And then I think I'll do one going that way. My sole is fed with needle and thread. It's quite a small one, so that'll be perfect. Don't want that bit of thread there, do we? I think that's what it was. Not sure. Oh yeah, little tiny bit of fluff. There we go. So that's made a bit of interest on those pages, and perhaps, you know, a little stamp or something here to do with sewing, like a little button or something would look nice there. And this, I think I need a bit more glue under there. It's just lifting a bit. It's all starting to slide around now, so it's getting time for us to do the cover, I think. There we go. Right, I'm going to go, oops, I'm going to go away and do that now. Well, I partly made mine up. I'm not quite finished yet, so hopefully you went off and watched the video. I'm not going to stick it in tonight. I shall just leave it there because I've actually got to finish now. I'm getting a bit hungry and the kids want feeding. So I shall leave it as that. So it will be part, I think, 5 next, wouldn't it? Or is this part 5? Do you know, I really can't remember. Oh, how bad is that? Anyway, I shall say goodbye for this one and I'll see you in the next part. Okay, bye for now.